This picture is about Buddha's life story. Buddhism has explained how Buddha manifested in the world to saving all sentient beings throughout a series of this picture. Siddhartha is a man, not a god, a human, how enlightenment was attained. From the story, we can also be a Buddha. So let's see one by one, little bit detail. From the first picture, you can see the past life of Shakyamuni, Bodhisattva Humyang. He is descending from heaven, that is Dosochon, to earth, riding an elephant under the escort of heavenly beings. He was born in Lumbini Grove during her journey. After he was born, the baby miraculously took 7 steps. Then he pointed to the heavens with one hand and to earth with the other, and said, "In heaven and on earth, I am foremost. The whole world is nothing but suffering. I surely put suffering at ease." It is famous and important sentence that indicate the core of Buddhism. I am foremost, I means true mind that include whole, not individual. He declares human's mind most dignified as soon as he was born. How surprising. As you know, Queen Maya passed away 7 days later. He was raised by his aunt. This picture illustrates Siddhartha's decision to renounce his worldly life. First, he saw an old man at the east gate of palace and felt fear of aging. Then he came to know suffering from seeing a sick person at the south gate. Later, he felt sorrow after seeing a funeral at the west gate. And finally, he felt happy after seeing an ascetic renouncing material comfort at the north gate. Someday, when he turned 29, late at night, after everyone had fallen asleep, Siddhartha left the palace, riding a white horse named Kantata. He wanted to become an ascetic in order to find the ultimate truth. He cut himself his hair. He met a famous teacher at that time, Alarakalama Uttakarama Buddha. This name is so interesting that I can't forget until now. Anyway, he realized this concentration did not lead to freedom, suffering from death and birth. So he left his teacher and he began to practice in his own way. I think this part has a very important meaning to our practicing. Our destination cannot be a samadhi, cannot be just samadhi, but perfect liberation, free from all suffering and bondage. He couldn't attain enlightenment even after 6 years extreme ascetic practice. After all, he gave up this practice as a pointless abuse of his body. This was not true path to enlightenment. He always had made an effort to get enlightenment from outside, but he couldn't. So he gave up all practice. And after showering, he began to eat a meal offering by Siddhartha. And then he rested under the Bodhi tree very peacefully. At that very moment, he realized enlightenment exists already within himself, not outside, inside. He began to meditate deeply. I like that part. The essence of meditation or essence of enlightenment is not to attain from outside with your effort, but let it emerge from inside. I think this is the key point of this story. It is only way to recover our real mind. The demon, Mara, symbolizing delusion, tried to disturb Siddhartha's practice. He sent 3 dwarves to seduce him, but he finally defeated all temptation and attains perfect enlightenment. After attaining enlightenment, Buddha was reluctant to teach the Dharma, but finally he was convinced to teach Dharma to everybody. And he said, "The gate of sweet nectar is open. If you have an ear, just listen. Renounce all belief." This is very important part. I emphasize too much, but it is important. This is originally the first Dharma speech. We have to put down all the principles and standards as our belief and listen to Buddha's message like a mirror. And Buddha's word should not be indoctrinated again. Buddhism should not be applied to the life as a principle, but should be founded in the life all the time. Anyway, at the deer park, Buddha preached to his 5 colleagues who practiced with him earlier. From this time until his nirvana, for 45 years, he taught the Dharma to people. When the Buddha turned 80, he said, "Seek no other refuge. Keep your practicing with yourself as a refuge and Dharma as a lamp." Just before he entered the final nirvana, he urged to his disciples 3 times, "Ask anything," but nobody asked. He said, "Everything is impermanent. Practice diligently." He was born in the world. He lived in the world. He passed away on the world. I've never ever heard before such a beautiful, touching life story in my life. You know already about this story, but I'm really good to share with you again. Thank you very much.